you call the NJEA greedy, to all the people and to our kids, you're calling us greedy.
Go down and tell them you don't like the image they're portraying for teachers across New Jersey. You complain to me about it.
He is a rock star in New Jersey, and he's America's governor. Depends on who we're talking to. If it's union members, if it's state workers, if it's teachers, then they're a little more on the defensive. Some agree he's doing the right thing, but why has he got to pick on us? And some are more level-headed and say, well, he's not picking on us, he's attacking the problem. We and the union leadership happens to be in the way. He asked for a pay freeze, he asked for them to contribute 1.5%, and they balked. And you look at people in the private industry who've been taking a beating for the last decade, and he's just saying that's not fair.
Get an education for the children. They should come first. And what you see is the teachers union being uncooperative. And guess what? He's not a cowardly politician that's not afraid to take them to the mat. I like that. Americans like that. And that's why people are so excited about his
This is the same guy, too, the same governor that said to the feds, hey, you know, stop that tunnel that's basically going nowhere.
Right.
Stop spending all this money. We can't afford it. And you're right, Kimberly, that the people that are really suffering the most are the students and the parents of those students.
Sure.
They're not getting an education.
$400 million, and you say, well, let's step back. We're not sure.
Because
You're not
there were
sure about
strings
400.
attached,
Sure.
performance strings by the teachers.
Which is what they did in New York City.
Yes.
There were performance strings attached here, and it worked. So why can't it work
They don't want
there?
that, though. That's anti-performance strings are kind of anti-union.
The bottom line, Eric, is why it's everybody's problem in the state of New Jersey. If you own a piece of property, I own a modest home with $9,000 property tax, and you go to the rest of the country, people move into the state from Indiana, Illinois, even Florida, Delaware, and say $9,000 a year for property tax for a house. 75% of my property tax goes to education. And the education industry and bureaucracy has grown so big, you got to keep feeding this beast.
Christie
and he's the first one to say, stop, let's take a time out and have an adult conversation about where we go here.
Christie responded to someone who was giving him a little bit of a hard time in one of the meetings, and the person was saying, hey, my kid can't tell the difference between the teachers union and the teacher in the classroom, and he came back and said, well, then there's a problem here.
Right.
You need a new union then.
Well, the teachers, you know, to the kids, they hear a lot of this stuff from the teachers. So the teachers have to say, well, the governor's trying to do his best, and we're not the bad guys, and our union is a big story.
Why are you talking about that?
They do. They talk about
That is not education.
No,
it doesn't.
I would be so angry if I were a parent. My child came home and told me that this is what they were getting in the classroom. Well, what about reading and arithmetic?
Right.
So this is cheapening education across the country, and it's happening in New Jersey because but what about a merit system? How about teachers getting reviews and getting raises based on performance evaluation?